Hello, Preschool 2. It's Mr. John and my son, Charlie. Before I read our story today, you're probably wondering what I have in front of me here, what Charlie has. Well, if you look behind here, it's starting to get dark outside, and our story takes place in the dark. And Charlie's ready. He's got a flashlight here, and he's dressed in his jammies. But a flashlight isn't the only thing that you would use to see in the dark. I also have this right here. It's a light bulb. And in here I have a candle that I'm going to light with the fire. It helps you see in the dark. Oh, here we go. And I have something here called a lantern that has a candle, but it kind of like spreads all the light out, okay? And these things will be very important in our story here because our story today has to do with a special insect. It is called a firefly, and they come out at night because if you see on the tail here, they have a light. And our story today is called The Very Lonely Firefly. The word lonely means to be alone. You see our firefly here? He's all by himself. You look back here, look at all those fireflies. They're not lonely, there's lots of fireflies there, but this one is all by himself. And he's trying to find friends that have lights like him, so he's gonna chase any light that he sees in the dark. And hopefully it's other fireflies, but you'll see he doesn't really run into fireflies right away. So, you guys ready to begin our story? The Very Lonely Firefly by Eric Carle. You, Charlie?
Yeah.
The Very Lonely Firefly by Eric Carle.
I got this.
Yeah. As the sun set, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light, searching for other fireflies. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb lighting up the night. Hear that noise? The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a candle flickering in the night. What's going on? The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight shining in the night. Quiet out there. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a lantern glowing in the night. What is it? Hey, stop fighting. The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. There was a... What is that, Charlie? What is that?
I don't know.
What animal is this?
Dog.
A dog. Bow wow. Ruff. And a cat, meow, hiss, and an owl, their eyes reflected in the light. Ooh. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was the car's headlights flooding the night. Look, wow, it's beautiful. It's like they're chasing after the firefly. Then the firefly saw many lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. They were fireworks sparkling and glittering and shimmering in the night. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. Then the very lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. Let's see. A group of fireflies flashing their lights. Now the firefly wasn't lonely anymore.